starting work back on Monday for the first time in a year and a half. And so like, I really, like, I've been looking online over the past few weeks for like reasonably healthy, fast meals, and everything is like spaghetti and meatballs or boiled chicken. I'm like, one, that's disgusting. I mean, fine, if you like it, eat it. But I like a little bit more flavor. Yeah. And two, kids won't eat that. So like, right. I love meatballs because you girls always seem to know exactly, like, because you've been doing it for so much longer and have more experience. You always seem to have some great ideas and recipes and things like that. And like, you know, tips and tricks of the trade. And so, yeah, if you guys don't have a lot to put forward this week, I'm wondering if maybe I could hijack it for my own selfish reasons and get some top tips and recipes and things like that. To set me up.
No, that's because, you know, it's not even selfish, because if you're having this struggle, there's hundreds of other people you know, that are also having it. So you're not alone. And you know, whatever we are able to help you with today, I'm sure that's just gonna help you. It's gonna help a lot of other people.
Cool. I think it's really good because you said you have 2 small kids, Georgiana has 3 kids, so she has to cook meals for a full family every day. So she juggles that portion of it, and then I work full time, 9 to 6 every single day. So I'm prepping everything on Sunday because I don't have that much prep, and I think you kind of need a collaboration of the two. Really help you best. So
so the kids friendly ones, so there's, you know, my kids are probably typical to most kids, you know. They're 3 different personalities in every way possible, including with food. Like,
wait, hold on, I didn't know we were having wine. Let me go get a glass.
Oh yeah,
I'm having I sat at the bar for 7.5 hours. I'm having a glass of wine.
Oh, good for you. That's good. I wish I could. So whatchamacallit? So, you know, I always said, like, I'm never going to make different foods for them than I eat, but I do a lot. Some of the stuff that I make, they don't eat. So I don't try not to expect that everything that you make, they're going to eat. Some of the stuff they do like. So, you know, I will tell you some things that are like, pretty quick. The meatballs they do happen to like. So, you know, I know you mentioned that.
How can I make them with more like flavor? Like,
well, I love my meatball recipe. It's kind of like, so I could tell you how I make my meatballs, but it's not your typical meatball way. So you could use just turkey meat, or you can do like a meatloaf mix, whatever you like. If you do the meatloaf mix, it's definitely going to be higher in fat. But I do that sometimes when I'm like really wanting more flavor. But turkey actually still comes out pretty well. And I usually make about 3 pounds of meat, whatever meat I'm using. And I find the way that I make my meatballs, it comes to about 10 meatballs per pound. So that's 30 meatballs, but that's meant to feed a family of 5 for a week.
Yeah.
Or close to a week, you know, like 3 meals maybe through the week. Eat leftovers, but you could freeze them probably. I've never done that, but you could probably do that. And I do so I do 3 pounds of meat, and then I do I season the meat with salt. I don't do pepper, salt, garlic powder, and I go pretty heavy on the garlic powder. And I do, what else do I put? Oh, Italian seasoning. I just get Italian seasoning, and I go pretty heavy with the Italian seasoning. And I think that's actually it. There's not much seasoning in it.
Yeah. Okay.
And then I do, for 3 pounds, I do about a cup of grated cheese. I do a lot of grated cheese.
Okay.
And I do, and I, like I said, I go heavy with the I like them garlicky and cheesy. Like, that's kind of like how I like them. And then I do an egg. And I kind of mix that all together. And then I get whole wheat bread, regular bread, you know, from the bread section. And I take about 4 slices of bread per pound. So if I'm doing 3 pounds, it's 12 slices of bread. And I cube it.
Okay.
And I take the bread and I put it on top of the meatball mix.
Okay.
And I take about a cup of low-fat milk.
Okay.
And I drizzle it over the bread as it's on top. Like, so it's like the meatball mix is like all mixed, and then the bread is heaping. It's on top.
Yeah.
And I put the milk over that, and it absorbs, and I let it sit for like 5 minutes. I like go away, I do something, I come back, and it gets mushy. And then I mix it all up, and I make them into balls about this size. I make pretty big meatballs.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the part that Carrie Danielle thinks I'm crazy. I'm telling you, don't knock it till you try it, girl. You got to try it, and then you tell me. Then I take them and I roll them and I put them on a dinner-sized plate. And I usually get about 10 meatballs per plate.
Mm-hmm.
Put them in the microwave. And I microwave them for, it depends on how many meatballs you have. So like I say, if it's a 10 meatballs, you figure you're going to cook the meatballs for 10 total minutes, but you're going to cut it in half. So you're going to put it in the microwave 5 minutes, but not on high, on like medium low. Like power level 3 is what I use on my microwave. So it's power level 3, which is even less than medium. It's almost, I think it's on actually the defrost setting. It's not really the defrost setting, but when I defrost, it comes out power level 3. And you know what I'm saying? It's the same thing. I'm telling you, girl, it was my mother's trick. And then you cook them 5 minutes, power level 3. Then you take them out. You flip them over. So you like the meatballs like this. Then you flip it like this.
Okay.
Flip them all over. And then you put them in again, 5 minutes, power level 3. And then you put them in the sauce. And the sauce recipe is incredible. It's the fixate marinara sauce. You have to make that. That's like flavorful. Like you talk about, it's like, oh, mamma mia. It's like you went to Italy and had some sauce. It's like the best sauce in the world. And then, but I don't like the fixate meatballs. Come out way too dry. They are not like mine. There's something about when you make them this way between the milk, because you're moistening them a lot. So they're really moist. And then you put them in the microwave, and being in the microwave, they do not dry out. They stay so moist. And when you do turkey meat, you can't even hardly tell it's turkey meat.
Okay.
That's how I make them. My kids love them. It's the one thing in my family everybody loves.
Okay, interesting. All right, I'll have to give them a try.
Try it.
Wait, but I dig it.
Yeah, it's so weird to me to cook food with that in the microwave.
I know.
If you write down a recipe for me, I will try it one day. I will try it.
Good.
I never cooked anything in the microwave except if it was like a frozen something that just needed to be heated up. Never cooked in the microwave.
It's my mom. My mom came up with it. I don't remember how she came up with it. I don't remember how, but it was the way that they stayed moist, because I like a crispy meatball too. I think we've talked about it in the call. So that's the only thing that I miss. Like when I go to an Italian place that makes really good meatballs, like Kim Giella makes the best meatballs ever. Like she just makes, and she fries them like they're horrible for you. Like they're just like, they're very, but they're delicious, and they have the crispy on the outside and they're moist in the middle. But mine never come out like that. This way they're very moist. And I don't know, I use a lot of grated cheese. I use like at least a cup of grated cheese.
Yeah. Okay.
They're loaded up.
I dig it.
And then other things that I make for the kids that we like, that we all like, is tacos. They love tacos.
Yeah. But how do I do it? So do you do tacos every week, or do you do
Pretty much.
Okay.
Not every week. Like, maybe 1 week when I do meatballs, I won't do tacos because it's like, chopped meaty kind of meal.
Yeah.
Sometimes we do meatloaf. Sometimes they like it. Sometimes they don't. They got to put ketchup on it. They're picky with that. I'm trying to think of other things that we make.
Sloppy Joe's.
Sloppy
Joe's is really good.
Yeah, Sloppy Joe's.
How do you do? Can you do healthy Sloppy Joe's?
Yes.
Yeah. What are sloppy healthy Sloppy Joe's?
So something that I do and I recommend is if I'm craving something, like whatever it is. If you want chicken piccata, if you want lemon chicken, if you want anything, I just Google whatever it is.
Yep.
And 21-day fix.
Yes.
Okay.
There's a couple different variations of Sloppy Joe's, but the one that I actually really like is directly from Fixate. So if you Google 21 Day Fix Sloppy Joes, or I'll send it to you right now, the recipe that I use. Super easy. You use turkey. You actually chop up a little bit of peppers, red peppers. You
Ooh, okay, cool.
And some veggies for your kids too. You just chop it really, really fine. I bought off of Amazon for $15 a little vegetable chopper, and it has changed.
Yeah.
But it's super, super fine. So when you actually saute up the peppers and onion, like it's one pepper and one onion, you don't really taste, like you don't get like chunks of it. So you don't even realize it's like sneaking in veggies. It's super easy. I'll send you the recipe. It's like basic ingredients that you probably have in your fridge. The only thing you have is low sodium Worcestershire.
Yeah, you're right. I just Googled it right now, and it's right here. 21 Day Healthy Sloppy Joes. These look awesome. That's going to my list. I will make those.
So for me, I try to avoid having carbs at night, but I feel like a sloppy Joe you have to have. I have found in the supermarket 100-calorie whole wheat rolls, which are a little smaller than like the normal size ones you'd use for sloppy joes. I don't care if it's a little smaller. I've used that, but I don't know what it is. Something about spiralized carrots, or like carrots to me taste carby. So this week I used frozen from the soup. It was just frozen bag of like Burt's Bees spiralized carrots or something. And I put my sloppy joe mix right on top of that. So it still gave me like that carby consistency, but it wasn't a carb, just because I tried it.
Such a clever idea.
And I like it. Tastes
buy that frozen. That would be so much easier. I take forever to spiralize things. I'm just sitting here like, oh my god.
So when you buy it, the package was, I think it was a 12-ounce pack. I was looking at it. Versus there's some fresh. Sometimes they have it Stop and Shop.
That's a really clever idea. Yeah, okay, I'm doing that. I'm absolutely doing that. That's awesome. Thank you.
Trader Joe's has good spiralized carrots frozen as well. But it's pricey. It's paying $4 for a small little thing.
But if it's if it's better than just bread, so much bread at night, it's just like, ooh.
Carrie, those am I muted or what?
No, you're good.
Okay, thank you. Those little rolls, they're actually sliders, hamburger slider rolls. I've had them, and they're very, very good. I'd rather
a slider. I think it's like Marie.
That's a good idea too. I like that.
Yeah.
But I've also put the sloppy joes over spaghetti squash, and it's delicious.
Yeah. And I do it over cauliflower rice sometimes, or we do a clean turkey taco mix. Like we'll do a kid's version without as many vegetables, and then we'll do one with zucchini and stuff in it. And I'll do that over cauliflower rice. And you can get the cauliflower rice already riced in the freezer section.
Yeah. Awesome.
So it makes it easy,
Cool.
When I first started making the cauliflower rice, I didn't know better, and I just kept chopping and chopping and chopping. But the last time I took it on a grater, on the rough grater, and it's so fast, and so it makes very consistent. It's half the time it comes out better.
Yeah, that's great. Trying to think
for kids that you were asking, and I just thought about it because my mom popped on the call, and she makes these banana pancakes.
Oh yeah.
With like the banana and the egg and the
that's all.
Banana and egg. That's it.
Yep.
And I think
what are some other healthy options that you guys have gone for kids?
Let's see. What else do I go for the kids? Healthy options.
What are you talking about? Just for meals, or because oh god, I can't think. We make those flourless chocolate muffins.
Ooh.
And they're so delicious.
Oh, good.
Carrie gave me the recipe for them, and they're really good. They taste really just like devil food cupcakes. And at the end, you can put like 4 of those healthy chips on the top. We found that you didn't even need those. It just made it even too chocolatey almost. So the kids can just eat those as a snack. They're very good.
That's good. And all that stuff, like Carrie Danielle said, you can Google, and you could just put like healthy flourless chocolate muffins, or like I love shrimp scampi, so I found this great. The kids don't eat it that much, but shrimp scampi, and it's totally clean, and it says I'll Google like clean shrimp scampi recipes, and you get tons.
That's kind of how I do my meal planning. Obviously I don't have kids, but when I am planning out my meal plan for the week, I always think of something that I'm craving. Like I have my shake, I always put that on there. For breakfast, I have some basic staples that I do, but I think of something like, okay, I want chicken franchise, and I've Googled 21-day fix chicken franchise, and it comes up.
Cool.
Something that I'm always like, oh, what do I want that sounds decadent? No way, healthy. And there's like always a healthy way of doing it. My mom calls it queen of tweaking.
I tweak everything. You know what it is? You girls, you're younger, so you start out with, at this point in your life, with recipes. You have to go in the book. But one of the reasons why I really never did these, I hesitated to do this program, was because I don't want to be so regimented with my recipes.
Right.
So what I learned to do is take everything that I cook and I tweak it in some way. I start out in a small way. The thing is, the best hint is that you don't want to tweak it too much, that you lose the flavor, you lose the enjoyment of the food. So I've done it a little bit at a time. I take butter out and whatever it is, a little bit, and it makes me feel so good, because I want to continue to use the recipes where I just throw stuff in the pot and don't have to measure things. So that works for me to make all my recipes healthier.
Yeah, like a really good example, I made it the other day. We used whole wheat bread. The kids wanted French toast. I know we had talked about it on the call. And so we made it a healthy version, one that I could eat and they could eat. And the only difference was, instead of regular milk, I used almond milk. Yeah. So like I tweaked it, right? The recipe that I use, you actually put pure maple syrup in it, so that's great. We can have that. You put cinnamon in it, we can have that. Egg is in it, we can have that. And the only other thing I had to tweak was, I think, did it call for sugar? Or I think I used a maple syrup instead. Yeah. But even if it didn't have sugar, I could have used stevia or agave. Like, you could always tweak it and make it, and the kids devoured it. Like, there was none left, and I ate. So, and then we do breakfast for dinner sometimes. Yeah. Like, if we can't think of anything, we put some bacon on, and they'll eat anything with bacon.
Anything with bacon, honestly. This vacation that we just went on, I made oatmeal cookies for the car. It's just like my dad always made oatmeal cookies when I was a kid, when we were in the car. So I was like, I have to have it. But I did try to find the healthiest option I could find. And I did find this one with like steel cut oats and agave syrup. And so it had like no artificial sugar. It had raisins and like 85% dark chocolate and just some other stuff. And the kids didn't eat it, but my husband did. He said actually they were really, really good. So that was nice to hear, at least, that, okay, well, we can still have the things that we like to have. And they're still not terrible.
Yeah, almost everything that I eat could be changed, to be healthier. I'm trying to think of what else the kids really like to eat. They like burgers, which we do.
I know that's helpful. I'll Google clean eating recipes for kids. Like, I'll just plan it out and just see what I can come up with.
Yep. That's a good idea. There's you know what else is a good source? So there's a couple of really good people that I love to follow their food. Confessions of a Fit Foodie. All of her recipes are amazing. And you could also, what I find to be a great resource, I've been trying to use it more and offering more to our groups and through our emails, is the Beachbody blog. They have a lot of great recipes on there. Like, I think they had a
blog.
A whole, on the Beachbody blog, you can put in kids, and you'll probably get gazillions of resources in there.
Awesome.
For just kid stuff.
That's
yeah. I'm trying to think of what else. Confessions of a Fit Foodie. Oh, this is what I was going to tell you before. So the other thing that I love to utilize is our crock pot and our Instant Pot. Those things make, because a lot of those recipes are very flavorful. I know you were saying that you were kind of, you want flavor.
Yeah.
And they're quick and easy. And if you said you were mentioning you have to go back to work, crock pot is great.
That's my concern about the crock pot, is that it's currently like 187 degrees here. And
187? 187? What? 180? That's Fahrenheit? Celsius.
Kelvin. No, it's just like, I always
wait. You're exaggerating.
In the winter with like a big chili or like a soup, and I cannot picture it. Like, I physically cannot picture when it's this hot using a crock pot. Like it's just, my brain is like, no, that is not.
Yeah, it's a mental block.
Yeah.
Chicken tacos are really good in there too.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
You just take 3 chicken breasts with a jar of salsa. That's it. And you put it in the crock pot, and then at the end you just shred it up, and it's great for wraps. I've made Mexican pizza out of it, like with a flat out, and they make a Mexican pizza. Good. Quesadillas. That's something my kids love. It's not that, but I'll use those chicken tacos, and I'll make quesadillas, and my kids love it. So
I just got a message from Carrie, and she's on the phone. I'm like, it's like Inception.
Wait, what happened?
The link for the Fixate Slappy Joes, the one that I always copy because it's the exact recipe. Sometimes when I Google 21-day fix Slappy Joes, it's like little variations different, but the one I use is the Fixate one, and that one's like amazing, and it tastes just like Slappy Joes when it can, but so healthy.
I used to love manwiches when I was a kid. They were the best.
Oh yeah, that's what it was, right? That's a brand that made it.
Manwich.
Cool. All right. Cool.
Susan left.
No, I didn't leave. I'm here.
All right. So what about what do you find that your grandkids really like, Susan?
There's major issues. Actually, my granddaughter, she just turned herself vegetarian. She was only eating cheese and bread for a while. So they're kind of encouraging her to eat other things. My grandson, he'll eat anything. So.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. My Nora eats a very good eater. Like I can, whatever I pretty much put on her plate, like she likes, and it's so nice because I can put out, if I don't have a vegetable made, I just chop up cucumbers and tomatoes and carrots. Like cold, raw, and she'll just have that. And she's so good. She eats everything. But
and I have to tell you, we have dinner in our house every Friday night. So I always think like, I have to cook something different. It's Friday night, the family's coming. But I've been doing these like to-be dinners, and whatever I make, everybody's been eating it. There hasn't been a problem. I call it to-be Friday.
Yeah. That's good.
Yeah. And the kids get used to it too, even for desserts. If we have a dessert, we do like a little mini dessert. That's like a trendy thing. Remember those little glasses and dishes and everything for mini desserts?
I don't know that.
Yeah, Carrie and Tommy gave me, my son gave me like one year, I think for my birthday or Christmas. They have them like in Bed Bath & Beyond. They're very small. It's like little ramekins and
oh yes,
all different shapes, and you can do like a party like that. So that's how I've been serving. And like even when I'm so mean, even when I give them ice cream, I play like head games with them. Like when you have the regular ice cream scoop, and then they have the smaller one.
Yeah.
So instead of giving them 1 scoop of ice cream, I give them I go, you want 2 scoops? So, 1 or 2. So they say 2. I said, no, I'll give you 3. So and they get 3 scoops, but it's a smaller scoop.
Yeah, like the little melon ball. Or Kelly used that the other day.
It's like that size.
Oh my God, that's so funny.
I don't know how long I could do that because they're 9 and 12 years old, but
yeah.
But you know what? They know this is what grandma serves, so that's what you're gonna get, and they make the best of it. Yeah. And they're fine. They survive.
Yeah. Well, it's funny you mentioned that, like little shapes and stuff. I found so this was funny. It's not even like it's the healthiest thing, but when they were younger, I would make them like sandwiches, like peanut butter and jelly or grilled cheese or whatever it was, and they didn't want to eat sandwiches. So then I started making them with cookie cutters, like like a heart. And, I want those. It's a shape now. You'll eat it. It's the same sandwich.
Do you think you can make your meatballs out of like cookie cutters? So it's like a dinosaur meatball?
I don't know.
It's not really a ball, but you know what I mean.
Yes, a meat dinosaur.
Meat dinosaur.
Well, they have the chicken nuggets in shapes, right? So what we do when I make the chicken cutlets, I always ask them, do you want regular chicken cutlets? Do you want strips? Do you want fingers? And they always go, no, we want crazy shapes. So I actually just practically tear the meat apart, and I cook them that way. They have to tell me what shape it is. It's all a head game with the kids. And the kids we're no different than the kids. Everything is about presentation, about the food.
Yeah.
So if you give them a pile of fruit, and then if you put it like a sunshine with something in the middle, little peanut butter in the middle, so they think they're eating like a sunflower.
Right. I know.
Silly children.
It's
Yeah.
true.
Remember, Carrie, I used to do that for you.
I was like, I'm jealous. I want you to make my sunshine fruit right now.
No, I take the oranges and I make it like into a shape or something. It's just more interesting for them. So I have no life I could do those things.
You would.
Well, ladies, I've got to run, but this has been
Okay.
super cool. Thank you so much for getting my head in the right direction. And I'm definitely going to do Joe's this week.
Okay.
Probably some crock pot chicken tacos.
Oh yeah, those are good.
Yeah.
So next week on Friday, we're going to be at Summit, so we're not having the call. But
That's cool. Y'all have fun.
Friday,
We're
you're
in
welcome.
Indy, right?
Oh yeah, that's right. It's gonna be so weird, like a week off.
Maybe we'll make a little post or something with suggestions, or we'll send it to you.
Oh yeah, we could come up
Have
with a
fun
plan.
at Summit. Enjoy it. Rock it out.
No, I know, but
Well-deserved break.
well, it's really not a
You'll be
break.
like body people. So
It's a lot of work, but it's great to be all together, and it's just so amazing. But when I went 2 years ago, I came home exhausted.
Yeah, I bet.
Because you're going constantly, and it is a lot of work. Like you're in a lot of work sessions.
Yeah.
So
It'll be awesome.
yeah, it will be. And I always come home so inspired and motivated.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Isn't it true though that you can go online and there's some of these girls, internet shows no. Oh,
Are you there? Don't leave us.
yes, I'm here, but I don't know what happened to the video.
Oh, you might have just pressed. There you go.
Oh, okay. No, but what I want to say is internet shows no distance. So don't you communicate with girls, over and over again, repeatedly, that you've never met them in person.
Yes.
And when you go to Summit, then you finally get to meet them.
Yeah. We have there's two girls, and I don't think Sandra's not going to Summit now, is she? I don't think so. But she was supposed to, I think, at one point, and I actually met Sandra. I don't know if Carrie Danielle did. You did, right? Did you meet her? All right. I think so. But one of the coaches that works so closely to her never met her. And it's like, oh my God, they're so close. Like I can't believe.
Never met her.
Yeah.
Christine Kennedy has never met Sandra. Isn't that crazy?
Oh, she didn't come to Chris Downing.
No.
That's Super Saturday.
Yes.
See, when I'm online, I just think everybody's local, but they're not, right?
No.
I'm
Lily.
Oh yeah. Well, forget it. But then we have Florida people, all over.
Yeah. Cool. All right. Well, you guys have a lovely night. Thank you so much for all these tips. And if I don't talk to you before, have an amazing time at Summit.
Oh, thank you.
Hi, Chris. Hope we see you on the call in 2 weeks.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yes,
Bye.
Chris, it's nice meeting you.
Yeah, that's you too. Bye.
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 All right, girls. What do you want to talk about now? What? We're still recording.
What or who do you want to talk about?
I think that it's good. I think that sometimes to have different people on the call who are starting from the scratch in certain things. I think that it is really good because sometimes we take for granted that we're so used to it, but sometimes we fall off. It's good for other people if they listen to the call.
Oh yeah.
She just joined this week?
No, she's been on, but slow at going at it, I think, right?
Uh-huh.
But she's been on the call a couple times now.
Yeah.
She's really nice. I like her.
It is sometimes difficult to get in the swing of doing your food prep and having some sort of a plan.
Yeah.
Before I started this, I didn't really plan stuff that I was eating for the week and accordingly, but it does help me out a lot to actually write it on paper and go do it and go do all my food plan prepping and all that.
I know.
Well, I still don't plan, but I tell you, I really look forward to going to the supermarket, to buy all the vegetables and everything. I think overbuy on all kinds of food so I could just make whatever I want when I want. But it's the greatest thing to come home. I'm like, look at this. I get so excited.
Yeah.
Look at all this great stuff I have.
Yeah, I know. I like that too. And then you feel like, what could I do with it? How creative could I be,
Did you hear that we went to a cooking class today?
No.
Yes,
They're
Carrie
little.
and Greg bought me and his mom for Christmas, a ticket for a class. We went to Solo Table in Smithtown, and we made the most delicious. There was a steak, a flank steak that had. Oh my God, I'm hooked on arugula. I couldn't wait to tell you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she made a salad. Jen, Greg's mom actually made the salad, but it was just the arugula. They used an infused oil that we made with garlic. And what else was in there, Carrie?
Rosemary.
Garlic and rosemary. You just heat it. You don't have to let it cook too long, just enough to infuse the oil. We use that, just drizzle that on, and then some balsamic vinegar, which I wanted to also mention to you. When I buy balsamic vinegar, I get it from BJ's, and it comes out of the jar. It's like regular vinegar. It's thin.
Right.
That's
Right.
why I asked you when you make your salads, it looks so thick.
Yes.
This was very flavorful. It was almost like a syrup. And she
Yes.
said she gets it from Costco.
Yes. I can't find it at Costco anymore. So now I'm getting it at the regular store, but it is
But
a
it's
little
thicker.
different. It is. It's thicker.
And the flavor is so much better. Yeah. And then, of course, I was mentioning too, she made those like bruschettas in the beginning with the, garlic infused oil. And she put it over the toasted bread and the fresh cherry tomatoes, the little mozzarella balls and fresh mozzarella.
I love that.
Basil. But when you taste it, it makes you realize it's all about the olive oil and vinegar that you use for foods. Because I tried to duplicate Greek salad dressing from Peter Pan. It didn't come out the same. I honestly believe there's a big difference in all the olive oils and in all the vinegar. So if you don't have that brand, you try to make the same thing, but it doesn't come right.
Yep.
But you can't get that balsamic vinegar.
So I used to get the balsamic glaze. It was a nice big bottle of it.
It's called glaze. You see, that's what it is.
Glaze. It's a little bit different. Now I get the balsamic vinegar from Costco. Also, it's delicious, and that's just regular balsamic vinegar.
Oh, so she didn't explain it to us, Carrie. Then that's the glazed one,
right?
She said it was just vinegar, and then she said we carry one here,
right?
That's thick, but it's called a glaze. So I think when the one that she had was the regular balsamic.
Okay. I've never seen, but we bought a couple brands. I bought from the supermarket in the barn, but they're always thin like regular, and when you make the salads, it looks like you just drizzling that on. It's so thick, like.
Yeah. Well, I do both. Sometimes it depends. Depends on what I have. But, Carrie, my coach, she goes to that place, the Crushed Olive. Have you ever been there?
Oh, yeah, in Babylon, yes.
And they're like, you could get any type of oil, vinegar, and she gets all these different ones, and she'll have coconut, olive oil, and pineapple vinegar, just like a cool combination, or lime vinegar or something, and then she'll mix those.
Yeah.
The lime and the
coconut. I have to tell when I have the Christmas parties, people always bring me like hostess gifts. And there's one thing that upsets me about it is there's so many people coming in, they kind of put things down, or even if they hand it to you, I don't even remember. And if people buy something special, you want to give them a very special thank you. And there's somebody, and I haven't caught it yet. 3 years in a row, I got from that Crushed Olive place, I got like one bottle of very nice, I think it was a lemon olive oil. Ooh. And one other time it was basil flavored. They're infused oils. Yes. And I want to properly thank that person. It's a great hostess gift.
It was me. No,
no, but you didn't come.
She only came 1 year, but she brought it all 3.
But it could have been me.
That is a great hostess gift. If someone's cooks a lot,
that is a great hostess gift. I like that idea.
Yeah,
that'd be good. But
I'll finish telling you what we made. We made it was a flank steak, and then we had the arugula salad, and we made fresh pasta. And also in the beginning, the first thing we made was it's like a sorbet, I think, Carrie. It was made from peach nectar, fresh peaches. It had prosecco in it. Ooh. And lemon juice. It was so refreshing good. We had that at the end of the meal.
Wow.
It's like a heavy dessert. So yeah.
It did have a lot of simple syrup in it, and I think it was very sweet, but it's definitely something that you could tweak and make into something that's a lot healthier, because it literally was just peaches pureed in the thing, and then all the ingredients just pureed in a blender, and then you make it in an ice cream thing, freeze it, and it was done in an hour. It was.
You know, Carrie, I was reading over the paper that she gave us. There's a few little things that she didn't do the same way, but that recipe also said that 1 cup of like simple syrup, but then it also, or maybe the water and the sugar, but it also said corn syrup. So she might have put corn syrup in there also, which is why it came so sweet.
Right.
I could leave that out.
There is
Keep agave.
in Fixate, there's a watermelon sorbet, and I think it literally is watermelon and ice or water or lime juice or something that's super healthy. So that's something very, very good to consider. We haven't really ever talked about making like
Right.
We should look into fresh fruit desserts.
Yeah.
But that's dessert. You say that's carbs. The first thing I thought of when she was making that, I said, "Oh my God, I have to bring out the ice cream maker because I can make like sorbets and fruit, just fresh fruit and like the watermelon thing. But we can't have it at night. The carbs."
Mm.
So.
It's not working out with the fruit.
I know. That is one thing I have to tell you. Honestly, you can tell me how stupid I am, but honestly, I used to grab all the time fruit at night thinking it was so healthy, and I didn't realize that's like a carb, just like pasta or whatever. And I still have to restrain myself now because it's very refreshing, cool at night.
Yeah.
So it's all about reprogramming yourself.
Totally.
But we did eat a lot on the boat. I know I did. I'm fessing up now. I'm accountable for what I did.
Oh, that's good.
We just ate nonstop on the boat. Yes, I had a big tray of vegetables, but of course, I lost you. I had the dip, the spinach dip, but it's made with sour cream.
Spinach dip.
Even though it was
so
low-fat sour cream, but it had mayonnaise. I could have used yogurt and blah, 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 but I didn't.
Like sometimes you just can't do it. I do like the avocado mayo. I mean, I don't even think it's that much healthier. I don't know how much healthier it is, but to me it is.
I know. I looked on the jar, it's almost the same. They put one thing in to accommodate it and all those things.
Because avocado, it's fattening, but it's a healthy fat, but it's fat. Right. You know what I mean? So it's like how much, eggs, avocado.
Mm-hmm. Right.
I don't know. Is it really that much? I just think
some things they either
I do it anyway, but
yeah. I think a lot of the foods, when they try to make them healthy, they play around with the sugar content or the salt content. They do something to make it where you still want to eat it. The flavor's still good.
Yeah.
But like you said, you have to choose for the healthy aspect of it. So, Georgiana, are we on now with everybody or what?
What do you mean?
Are we still on the call?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, it's not a shame. I could tell you this. I could say it on. I want to take you to lunch at the Peter Pan Diner because you and I both love it. And also, I'm so appreciative, listen, for everything that you do.
Aww.
You overextend yourself. You never, ever stop. You're like 100% there. And I said, I want to take you to lunch. And now I realize it's summer and you probably have the kids 24 hours a day.
I do. Drives me crazy. It's day 5 of summer. I cannot wait till September. And I'm trying to go get Carrie Danielle before. I'm like, I just can't.
Yeah, I gotta go.
I just can't.